So today we're going to be talking about chemical bonding. And you can think of chemical bonding as essentially the glue that holds or combines two or more atoms together in order to form a molecule or a compound. There are many kinds of chemical bonding, but today we're going to be talking about two different types, and these are covalent and ionic. We also are going to be talking about hydrogen bonds, but not today. So just keep in mind that covalent and ionic bonding are not the only type of chemical bonding that exists. And during a covalent bond, electrons are shared between two or more atoms. So essentially, instead of completely getting rid of an electron or gaining an electron, two atoms will simply share the electrons between them. On the other hand, during an ionic bond, electrons are either completely lost or completely gained. Keep in mind that when we're talking about electrons that are lost or gained, we're talking about the valence electrons. So the electrons that are found on the last outer shell. The inner electrons don't move or are not gained or lost during a chemical bond. Now, we already know that an atom is generally neutral. So all atoms begin as being neutral because they have the equal number of protons and equal number of electrons. Well, in this case, an atom is gaining, so either adding to the number of electrons or losing electrons. If an atom gains an electron, it is no longer an atom anymore because now it has a charge. When an atom becomes charged, we call it an ion. So if an atom gains an electron, it becomes a negative ion that we call an anion. An anion is simply an atom with a negative overall charge. On the other hand, if an atom loses an electron, it's getting rid of negative energy, it's getting rid of electrons, and now the number of protons and number of electrons is no longer equal, and therefore the atom again gains a charge. In this case, it becomes a positively charged ion or a positive ion. We call a positive ion a cation, and it has an overall positive charge. Now, between ionic and covalent bonds are a lot stronger because the electrons are shared and it takes more energy to break those bonds between shared electrons.